Hey JV partners, it's Todd Gross. Listen, do you remember how I put out a few months ago a product that actually allowed you to put videos and emails? It was called Email Click Magnet, and it seemed a little quirky at the time that you're actually able to do this, but it had a couple of limitations which we've lifted now in Email Click Magnet version 2, which is leaps and bounds beyond version 1. So what's changed? Well, first and foremost, Amazon hosting is no longer needed to use this product. In fact, you can pull in a video off of YouTube and use it in the email itself. Secondly, we've extended the maximum length that an email click magnet can be. One of these little, of course, animated GIFs that looks just like video. The max with version 1 was 14 seconds. Now it can be as long as you want, and it won't even tax the system too much if you do the next step. The next step being that we actually allow for little PowerPoint type videos inside the emails, and that is not taxing, of course, in terms of the bandwidth. Now, that's the best enhancement of them all. It's a lot like PowerPoint. You can create one slide with text and image and even a video if you want, and then create a second slide and a third slide and compile them all into one email click magnet, or in other words, one virtual slideshow that rolls during the course of somebody actually opening up an email. They're not going to a website. I want to remind you, this is actually in the email itself. So quick, so easy. Here, watch a demo as I show you exactly how it works.
Hi, Sean Pringle here from Easy Web Video. This is really cool. Check this out. I want to show you how easy it is to create a click magnet. It really is fun. I like making these. I make these all the time. So I can create a video click magnet or a text click magnet. This is like a slideshow. But let's start with the video click magnet. If I already had my own video on my hard drive, I could upload that to my Easy Web Video account and do all the same things with that video. But let's just, for this demonstration, show you how to use any YouTube video that exists and put that into this system to create an email click magnet. So I'm going to import a YouTube video. Now the only part I need is the part after the V equals. So I just need this part of the YouTube address. So I've got one open here. This is a funny video. I happen to like it just as an example. So I'm going to copy this part and I'm going to paste that right in here and import. Now the system's going to ask me which quality. Medium quality is fine for this because we're just making an animated image of it. So I'm just going to leave it as medium and click on import. Now you're going to get this message that says it could take a little while. Usually this is very fast, but it depends on the actual video you're importing. If it's a long video, this one's a short video for this demonstration purpose, so this should be in my account within a matter of a minute or two, and then I'll get an email that the video is in my account and I can go ahead and create the click magnet. So I'm going to pause this, and as soon as the video's there, we'll continue. So I didn't even have to pause it. I just went to the other screen and it was already there. So I just went to the imported YouTube video screen. So let me just go back. So when I clicked on video click magnet, there's this imported YouTube video. So you can see these are the ones that have been imported, and here's the one that I just did. So this only took like 5-10 seconds. Once I went to the other screen, it was already there. So I didn't even have to pause the video. So this is the video that was just imported by YouTube. Now let me show you how cool it is and how easy it is to create a click magnet from that video. So first, here's the video. And now what I recommend when you're creating a click magnet is to keep it below 500 in width, and I maintain the aspect ratio. So if I change the width to 500, it'll change the height appropriately, and that's what'll work. Now you can play the video up here and see what section of the video you want to clip out. You can have whatever part of the video you want, however long you want to have it. Like I said, this is a funny video. So yeah, you can just pick any time that you want for the video, and you put that here, the start time and the end time, you put that right in this video. So for this example, I'm going to leave it at the start of the video. So I'm going to go from 0 to, let's say to 30 seconds. So the first 30 seconds of the video. So it should end, where's 30 seconds? It should end right here with this keg and this guy and this girl. So this is the frame it should end on. So I'm going to give this a title. Just call this test image. No, let's test magnet. Let's try that. And now this is where I can add mimics. This is where it gets really cool. You can make it look like a YouTube video. So I can add a preloader, I can add a buffer bar, I can add stars and bolts and elements. So if I wanted to add a preloader, I would select that, and then this would actually animate. So I could select that to go for 2 seconds. I could select the buffer bar to go for 3 seconds. I could select to show 5 stars. I could select the elements bar and say, oh, this video is 1 minute 23 seconds long, and I can select to have, well, let's say 4 votes that said it's 5 stars, something like that. I can loop the magnet, or I can show a play button at the end. So looping means it'll just play over and over and over. And I can use a still image only if I just want to use an image and not an actual video, and add these play controls to that. So that's how easy it is to make a video one. It's very, very easy. But as I said, you can do it any length you want with this option up here. It's not limited. And you can do these options here if you want. These are just options, but I'll just demonstrate these options to show you what these look like, and we'll go from there. So I'll just put CNN.com. This is where I want it to go to, and I'll click Create Click Magnet, and then it says it could take a little bit depending on the length, and then it's just going to work on the click magnet. So again, it depends on the length that you've selected for your click magnet, how long it takes to render it, but it usually doesn't take very long. I've only selected a 30-second one here, so it shouldn't take too long. But if it takes longer than me finishing this sentence, I'll pause it just for a couple of seconds, just till it's finished, so you're not watching this wheel spin forever. So it's not quite done yet, so I'm going to go ahead and pause it. And of course, right when I click pause, it was done. So here we are, done. Your email click magnet has been created below. I click OK. Now here's where I can download the image, do whatever I want with it. I can copy the HTML code to put into Aweber, MailChimp, iContact, whatever, or I can copy the design, and this works great if I'm writing my email in Gmail, Yahoo Mail, Hotmail, or whatever. But let's just preview what this looks like. And there it is playing. This is the first 30 seconds of the animation. And we're working on a couple of tweaks now that are going to make this even more like a YouTube video look like, to really attract attention. But this is basically what it does for the video side of it. Very, very easy, very cool. And the main thing is it's very powerful, and it gets the click really, really well for your videos. And there's the 30-second mark, and there's the play button at the end. So that's what I set for that. And you can see how easy that was to do because I selected the play button at the end. Now, if I didn't want any of these mimic elements, I didn't want any of those, and let's say I didn't want a play button at the end, I just wanted to loop it, and I wanted to change anything here, I could do that, but then I just click Create Click Magnet again, and it'll create the click magnet again, and then I can preview it again, and it'll give me the new code. So there it is, done, and I click to preview. So I took all the mimics off. Now you see this is the first 30 seconds of the clip. He's walking around, he's doing his thing. This is going to be 30 seconds, and then it's going to start and loop right back again. But if you see my mouse over on the bottom, it says CNN.com. Actually, you can't see that, but I'll click it in a second just to show you that this actually is very clickable and will work great inside of emails to click to the address that you want, any address you want. You saw that I just put in CNN.com just as an example. There's the end, and now it loops. You see that? So if I click on this, there's CNN. So that's exactly how I set it to work, and it works really, really well. So that's just that one example of how to import any YouTube video and create a click magnet with it, and then you embed that into any email. Now let me show you how to create a text-based click magnet. All right, Sean Pringle here again. Now let me show you how to create a text-based click magnet. So this is like a PowerPoint style animation inside of a video. So I've got some test ones here. I'm going to create a new one here. I'm going to use this button that says New Click Magnet. So I'm going to click on this. Now I can select any size I want for the width, for the height. So I'm just going to leave this for now, and I'm going to call this, I'm really original here, Test 4. Now for the typing speed, I'm going to leave it as a medium speed. And I do want to add a speaker icon to make it look like there's sound, but it's just not playing, and they need to click it to get the sound. And again, the point of this is to get the click. So I'm going to leave the font size, the font, the default, the color, the default. And now watch what happens when I start texting. I am typing this text now. This is, if I can type right, this is how it will look on the right side of the screen. Now you can see that's kind of small, right? I don't think I want it that small. So let's change the font size. Let's jack that up. Let's make it 18. That looks a little bit better. Let's add a couple spaces. This is a new line. This is the speed of the text typing on the screen. You'll see when I preview it why that's good to show that, because you can see this actually typing. So that's slide one, and that's just how easy it is to do. And I can change the font I can change the color. If I don't want the color to be white for the font color, I can change the background color. It's just that easy to do. So after that, I can select another image to add at the end. So let's say I want to add an image after this first screen. I can browse to this image and I can choose an image file, or I can search for a royalty-free image if I've got the image library set up in my account. So let's search for a royalty-free image. Let's just look for an image of a, I don't know, let's just click on a car, whatever. Image of a car. Sure, let's use that image. So now that image is going to show up after this screen, and now I can add a second slide. So if I want, I can use all the same settings from slide number 1, so I don't have to worry about it being different, or I can change those settings. But let's just keep this, let's check this box to make sure that it just stays the same. And this will be the text for slide number 2, new line, end. Something like that. I just want to show you how it works. Now again, just like the video click magnet, I can loop this, or I can show a play button at the end or an image at the end, or I can add another slide. And I want to, let's set the web address to, I don't know, I'm really original with these. I always go Google or Yahoo or CNN. What else can I do? www. Oh, I'm drawing a blank. How about, I'm in Canada, let's do CBC. Sure, cbc.com, and create a click magnet. It wants me to add an image after screen 2. So I'm just going to browse, do the same thing. I'll search for an image. If I have this set up in my account, which you may or may not have it set up in your account, let's go, I don't know, let's pick a flower. And just put the flower as the image after. Sure, there's a flower. Now I want to create the click magnet. Now you see it's working. This works really, really quickly to create text-based click magnet. And I click OK. So now I can copy the code to put into my email program like Aweber, MailChimp, whatever, or I can copy the design and I can just paste it right into Yahoo or Gmail, whatever I want, or I can download it. But first, let's preview it to see if it looks the way I wanted. So this is what it's going to look like. I'm typing text now. This is how it will look on the right side of the screen. So you see I have to do some changes to that because it actually cut off the right, and the font size is touching a little bit, so I might want to change this font size a little bit, but you get the idea. And there's the car. And here's the second screen. This will be the text for slide number 2. New line, end. And then the flower image. And that's it. And now if I mouse over it, you can see that's actually linkable and clickable to cbc.com, which happens to be Comic and Break Club, not the Canadian Broadcasting Corporation. That's funny. I didn't know that. I thought CBC.com was the CBC. I guess the CBC.ca is the Canadian news. Oh, check that out. There you go. Not CBC.com. But you get the idea. So that's the one that I created just really quickly for this demo. And you can see how easy that was to do. And I just showed the image at the end. I didn't click to loop the magnet. So that's how easy it is to create an email click magnet to stick inside of any email to really get the click.
Just think, that email click magnet that we just created can actually work in an email, not a website, and grab everyone's attention right off the bat in the email. Imagine what a revolution this really is. So about the launch itself, it's on Saturday the 26th. That's a week from when I'm recording this. Short notice, but man, I got to tell you, it's a good day to have a launch. 10 o'clock in the morning on Saturdays tends to really sell very well. I'm not sure if you've ever tested that time slot, but I have. And we have 2 upsells in this launch. The first will unlock the image bank that you saw in the demo video. Literally millions of royalty-free images available to folks to search from and to plop right into the email click magnet on the fly. And a special interview that I did with Sean. Sean, of course, my partner on this. And basically, I talk a lot, over an hour's worth, on how to get the most out of email lists. And the second OTO is Easy Web Video's List Building Suite. Now, Easy Web Video, as you know, is an incredible suite of tools, a video player with lots to it. But we've taken just the list building tools out of it and packaged it together. And with this OTO, basically you're going to have buyers get a video player that doesn't cost an arm and a leg, but does almost everything that they would need. I mean, really good stuff. Now, we haven't settled on all the prices just yet, but when we do, it will be listed on this page along with the swipes and everything else. Any contest will also be listed on this page as well. So definitely sign up on this page and get ready for more information to come flying at you about our launch of Email Click Magnet version 2, or in other words, videos, and PowerPoints in email.